Welcome back to Footnotes and Folly, and to the end of Twelfth Night. I am Pemberton. This is part 4. The Jesterfest, disguised as a curate, torments the imprisoned Malvolio in his dark cellar scene that has grown harder to laugh at over the centuries, and is meant to. And then comes the great resolution in a single dazzling scene. All the confusions collide, and at last the two identical twins, Viola and Sebastian, stand face to face, and the truth pours out. Viola is unmasked. The Duke discovers that his beloved page is a woman who loves him. Olivia finds she has happily married the right twin after all, and every knot unties. Only Malvolio is left out of the joy, storming off vowing revenge, a shadow at the edge of the sunlight. And the jester closes it all with a strange, wistful little song about the wind and the rain. Let us finish it.
Maria and Clown enter a room in Olivia's house. No, please put on this gown and this beard. Make him believe you are Sir Topas the curate. Do it quickly. I will call Sir Toby while you do it. Maria exits. Well, I will put it on, and disguise myself in it, and I wish I were the first man ever to hide the truth under such a gown. I am not tall enough to suit the office well, nor thin enough to be taken for a good scholar, but being called an honest man and a good housekeeper sounds just as respectable as being called a careful man and a great scholar. Here come the partners in the trick. Sir Toby and Maria enter. Joe bless you, Master Parson. Good day, Sir Toby. For as the old hermit of Prague, who never saw pen and ink, very wittily said to a niece of King Gorboduc, that which is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson, for what is that but that, and what is but is. Go to him, Sir Topas. Hello there, I say. He's in this prison. The rogue imitates him well. A fine rogue. Malvolio speaks from within. Who is calling there? Sir Topas the curate, who comes to visit Malvolio the lunatic. Sir Topas, good Sir Topas, go to my lady. Out, you monstrous fiend. How you torment this man. Can you talk of nothing but ladies? Well said, Master Parson. Sir Topas, no man was ever so wronged. Good Sir Topas, do not think I am mad. They have shut me here in horrible darkness. Shame on you, dishonest Satan. I call you by the mildest names, for I am one of those gentle people who would treat the devil himself with courtesy. Do you say this house is dark? As dark as hell, Sir Topas. Why, it has bay windows as transparent as barricades, and the clerestory windows facing south, north are as bright as ebony, and still you complain of obstruction. I'm not mad, Sir Topas. I tell you this house is dark. Madman, you are mistaken. I say there is no darkness but ignorance, and you are more lost in it than the Egyptians were in their fog. I say this house is as dark as ignorance, even if ignorance were as dark as hell, and I say no man was ever so abused. I am no more mad than you are. Test me with any sensible question. What was Pythagoras' opinion about wild birds? That the soul of our grandmother might perhaps live inside a bird. What do you think of that opinion? I think nobly of the soul, and I do not approve his opinion at all. Farewell, then. Stay in darkness. You must accept Pythagoras' opinion before I will admit you have your wits, and be afraid to kill a woodcock in case you drive out your grandmother's soul. Farewell. Sir Topas. My most excellent Sir Topas. No, I can turn my hand to anything. You could have done this without the beard and gown. He cannot see you. Speak to him now in your own voice, and bring me word how you find him. I wish we were safely rid of this trick. If he can be conveniently released, I would have it done, for I am now so deep in trouble with my niece that I cannot safely carry this sport through to the end. Come soon to my chamber. Sir Toby and Maria exit. Hey Robin, merry Robin, tell me how your lady does. Fool. My lady is unkind, truly. Fool. Alas, why is she so? Fool, I say. She loves another. Who calls? Ha! Good fool, if you ever hope to deserve well from me, help me get a candle and pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to thank you for it. Master Malvolio? Yes, good fool. Alas, sir, how did you fall away from your 5 senses? Fool, no man was ever so shamefully abused. I am as sound in my wits, fool, as you are. Only as sound as I am? Then you are mad indeed if your wits are no better than a fool's. They have made a prop of me here. They keep me in darkness, send ministers to me donkeys, and do everything they can to make me doubt my sanity. Be careful what you say. The minister is here. Malvolio, may heaven restore your wits. Try to sleep and give up your empty babbling. Sir Topas. Do not keep talking with him, good fellow. Who, me, sir? Not I, sir. Goodbye, good Sir Topas. Amen indeed. I will, sir, I will. Fool, I say. Alas, sir, be patient. What do you say, sir? I am being scolded for speaking to you. Good fool, help me to some light and some paper. I tell you I am as sane as any man in Illyria. Would that you were, sir. By this hand I am. Good fool, bring some ink, paper, and light, and deliver what I write to my lady. It will profit you more than carrying any letter ever did. I will help you to it. But tell me truly, are you not really mad, or are you only pretending? Believe me, I am not. I tell you the truth. No, I will never believe a madman until I can see his brains. I will fetch you light paper and ink. Fool, I will reward you in the highest degree. Please go. I am gone, sir, and soon, sir, I will be with you again, in a moment, like the old vice, to serve your need, who with his wooden dagger in his rage and anger cries, "Aha! At the devil, like a mad lad, trim your nails, father. Farewell, goodman devil." Clown exits. Sebastian enters Olivia's garden. This is the air, that is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me, I can feel it and see it. And though wonder wraps me round like this, still this is not madness. Where is Antonio, then? I could not find him at the Elephant, yet he had been there, and there I learned for certain that he had gone through the town looking for me. His advice now would be worth gold to me. For though my mind argues clearly with my senses that this may be some mistake, but not insanity, still this sudden flood of fortune goes so far beyond all example, beyond all reasoned explanation, that I am ready to distrust my eyes and quarrel with the reason that persuades me to believe anything except that I am mad, or else the lady is mad. Yet if that were so, she could not manage her household, command her servants, receive business, and send it back dispatched with such smooth, discreet, and steady conduct as I see she has. There is something in this that can deceive the judgment. But here comes the lady. Olivia enters with a priest. Do not blame my haste. If you mean honestly, come now with me and with this holy man into the chapel near by. There before him and under that consecrated roof pledge me the full assurance of your faith, so that my jealous and too suspicious heart may live in peace. He shall keep it secret until you are willing for it to be made known, when we will hold our celebration in a manner fitting my rank. What do you say? I will follow this good man and go with you, and once I have sworn to be true, I will be true forever. Then lead the way, good father, and may heaven shine so kindly that it may look with favor on this act of mine. They exit. Clown and Fabian enter. Now, if you care for me at all, let me see his letter. Good Master Fabian, grant me one more request. Anything. Do not ask to see this letter. That is like giving a man a dog, and then, as payment, asking for the dog back again. Duke Viola, Curio, and Lords enter. Do you belong to the Lady Olivia, friends? Yes, sir. We are some of her decorations. I know you well. How are you, my good fellow? Truly, sir, better because of my enemies and worse because of my friends. Surely the opposite, better because of your friends. No, sir, worse. How can that be? Why, sir, my friends praise me and make a fool of me. My enemies tell me plainly that I am a fool. So by my enemies I gain self-knowledge, and by my friends I am deceived. Therefore, if conclusions are like kisses, and 4 negatives make 2 affirmatives, then I am worse for my friends and better for my enemies. Why, that is excellent. By my faith, sir, no it is not, though it pleases you to be one of my friends. You shall not be worse for me. Here is gold. If it would not be double-dealing, sir, I wish you could make it another coin. Oh, you give me wicked advice. Put your grace into your pocket for this once, sir, and let your flesh and blood obey it. Well, I will be enough of a sinner to be a double-dealer. There is another. First, second, third is a good game, and the old saying is that the third pays for all. A triple time is a fine dancing measure, or the bells of St. Bennet may remind you, 1, 2, 3. You will fool no more money out of me this throw. If you tell your lady I am here to speak with her, and bring her with you, it may wake my generosity again. Why then, sir, lull your generosity to sleep until I return. I go, sir, but I would not have you think my wish to have money is the sin of greed. As you say, sir, let your generosity take a nap. I will wake it soon. Clown exits. Antonio and officers enter. Here comes the man, sir, who rescued me. I remember his face well. Yet the last time I saw it, it was smeared as black as Vulcan's with the smoke of war. He captained a worthless little ship, shallow in draught and poor in bulk, and with it he grappled so fiercely with the noblest vessel in our fleet that even envy, and the voice of our losses, had to give him fame and honor. What is the matter? Orsino, this is that Antonio who took the Phoenix and her cargo from Candy, and this is the man who boarded the Tiger when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. We arrested him here in the streets, reckless of shame and rank, in a private brawl. He did me a kindness, sir, and drew his sword on my side, but in the end he spoke strangely to me. I do not know what it was, except madness. Notorious pirate, saltwater thief, what foolish boldness brought you into the power of those whom you have made your enemies at such bloody and costly terms? Orsino, noble sir, please let me shake off these names you give me. Antonio was never yet a thief or pirate, though I confess, with cause enough, he has been Orsino's enemy. A kind of enchantment drew me here. That most ungrateful boy there at your side I rescued from the rough sea's raging, foaming mouth. He was a wreck beyond hope. I gave him his life, and added to it my love, holding nothing back, wholly devoted to him. For his sake, purely out of love for him, I exposed myself to the danger of this hostile town. I drew my sword to defend him when he was attacked. Then, when I was arrested, his false cunning, not wanting to share my danger, taught him to deny that he knew me. In the blink of an eye, he became a stranger 20 years removed, and denied me my own purse, which I had given him for his use less than half an hour before. How can this be? When did he come to this town? Today, my lord. and for 3 months before that, without a break, not even a minute apart, day and night, we kept each other company. Olivia and attendants enter. Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on earth. But as for you, fellow, your words are madness. For 3 months this youth has attended me. More of that later. Take him aside. What does my lord want, except what he cannot have, in which Olivia may be of service? Cesario, you do not keep your promise to me. Madame? Gracious Olivia. What do you say, Cesario? Good my lord. My lord wants to speak. My duty silences me. If it is anything in the old tune, my lord, it is as thick and sickening to my ear as howling after music. Still so cruel. Still so constant, lord. Constant even to perversity. You discourteous lady, to whose ungrateful and unlucky altar my soul has breathed the truest offerings that devotion ever tendered, what shall I do? Whatever pleases my lord and becomes him. Why should I not, if I had the heart to do it, be like the Egyptian thief at the point of death and kill what I love? It is a savage jealousy that sometimes has a noble flavor. But hear this, since you cast my devotion into disregard, and since I partly know the instrument that pushes me from my rightful place in your favor, go on living as the marble-hearted tyrant. But this favorite of yours, whom I know you love, and whom, by heaven, I also hold dear, I will tear him from that cruel eye, where he sits crowned, in defiance of his master. Come, boy, with me. My thoughts are ready for mischief. I will sacrifice the lamb I love to spite the raven heart inside a dove. And I, gladly, readily, and willingly, would die 1,000 deaths to give you rest. Where is Cesario going? After the one I love more than these eyes, more than my life, more than all else, more than I shall ever love a wife. If I pretend, you witnesses above punish my life for staining my love. Ah, how hateful! How I have been deceived! Who deceives you? Who does you wrong? Have you forgotten yourself? Has it been so long? Call the Holy Father. An attendant exits. Come away. Where, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay. Husband? Yes, husband. Can you deny that? Her husband, sirrah? No, my lord, not I. Alas, it is only the low cowardice of your fear that makes you choke off what is truly yours. Do not be afraid, Cesario. Take hold of your fortune. Be what you know you are, and then you will be as great as what you fear. Priest enters. Oh, welcome, Father. Father, I charge you, by your holy office, reveal here what you know has lately passed between this youth and me, though until now we intended to keep hidden what this occasion has revealed before it was ripe. A contract of eternal love, confirmed by the joining of your hands, witnessed by the sacred sealing of your lips, strengthened by the exchange of your rings, and all the ceremony of this compact sealed by my office and my testimony. Since then, my watch tells me I have traveled only 2 hours nearer to my grave. Oh, you deceitful cub! What will you be when time has sprinkled gray over your hide? Or will your craft grow so quickly that your own trick will become your downfall? Farewell, and take her, but guide your feet where you and I may never meet again. My lord, I protest. Oh, do not swear. Keep little faith, though you have too much fear. Sir Andrew enters. For the love of God, a surgeon. Send one at once to Sir Toby. What is the matter? He has split my head open, and he has given Sir Toby a bloody skull too. For the love of God, help us. I would rather be at home than have 40 pounds. Who has done this, Sir Andrew? The Count's gentleman, one Cesario. We took him for a coward, but he is the very devil incarnate. My gentleman Cesario? God's lifelings, here he is. You broke my head for no reason, and what I did to you, I was put up to by Sir Toby. Why are you speaking to me? I never hurt you. You drew your sword on me without cause, but I spoke gently to you and did you no harm. Sir Toby enters, drunk, led by the clown. If a bloody head counts as being hurt, then you have hurt me. I suppose you think nothing of a bloody head. Here comes Sir Toby limping. You shall hear more. If he had not been drunk, he would have handled you very differently from the way he did. What is the matter, gentlemen? How are you? That is all the same. He has hurt me, and there is the end of it. Fool, did you see Dick's surgeon, fool? Oh, he has been drunk, Sir Toby, for the last hour. His eyes were set at 8 in the morning. Then he is a rogue, and a stumbling dancer. I hate a drunken rogue. Take him away. Who has made this havoc of them? I will help you, Sir Toby, because we can be bandaged together. Will you help? You donkey-headed fool, you coxcomb, you rogue, you thin-faced rogue, you gull. Get him to bed and have his wound looked after. The clown Fabian, Sir Toby, and Sir Andrew leave. Sebastian enters. I am sorry, madam, that I have hurt your kinsman, but if he had been my own brother by blood, I could have done no less and still kept my wits in safety. You look strangely at me, and from that I see I have offended you. Forgive me, sweet one, for the sake of the vows we made to each other so very recently. One face, one voice, one dress, and 2 persons. A natural illusion, something that both is and is not. Antonio, oh my dear Antonio, how the hours have stretched and tortured me since I lost you. Are you Sebastian? Do you doubt it, Antonio? How have you split yourself in 2? An apple cut in half is no more twin than these 2 creatures. Which one is Sebastian? Most wonderful. Do I stand there? I never had a brother, nor can there be in my nature the divine power to be here and everywhere at once. I had a sister whom the blind waves and surges devoured. Out of charity tell me, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage? From XVIII. Sebastian was my father, and as Sebastian was my brother too. Dressed just so, he went to his watery grave. Spirits can take both shape and clothing, then you have come to frighten us. A spirit I am indeed, but clothed in that solid body I received from my mother's womb. If you were a woman, since all the rest agrees, I would let my tears fall on your cheek and say thrice welcome, drowned Viola. My father had a mole on his brow, and so had mine. And he died on the day when Viola had counted 13 years from her birth. Oh, that memory lives clearly in my soul. He did indeed finish his mortal life on the day that made my sister 13. If nothing prevents us both from being happy except this man's clothing I have taken on, do not embrace me until every circumstance of place, time, and fortune comes together and proves that I am Viola. To confirm it, I will bring you to a captain in this town, where my maiden clothes are kept. By his kind help I was preserved, and came to serve this noble count. Everything that has happened to me since has been between this lady and this lord. So, lady, this is how you were mistaken. Yet nature drew things back to their true course. You meant to be betrothed to a maid, and by my life, you have not been deceived in that, for you are betrothed both to a maid and to a man. Do not be amazed, his blood is very noble. If this is so, as the evidence still seems true, then I shall have a share in this most happy shipwreck. Boy, you have told me 1,000 times you could never love any woman as you love me. And I will swear again to all those sayings, and keep all those oaths as truly in my soul as the round globe keeps the fire that separates day from night. Give me your hand, and let me see you in your woman's clothes. The captain who first brought me ashore has my maiden garments. Because of some charge against him, he is now in prison at Malvolio's suit, a gentleman and follower of my lady's. He shall free him. Fetch Malvolio here. And yet, alas, now I remember, they say the poor gentleman is much distracted. The clown enters with a letter, and Fabian with him. A violent frenzy of my own completely drove the thought of his from my memory. How is he, sirrah? Truly, madam, he keeps Beelzebub at arm's length as well as a man in his condition can. He has written you a letter. I should have given it to you this morning, but since a madman's letters are not gospel, it matters little when they are delivered. Open it and read it. Then prepare to be greatly instructed when the fool delivers the madman. By the Lord, madam. What now? Are you mad? No, madam, I am only reading madness. If your ladyship wants it as it ought to be read, you must allow the voice. Please read it in your right wits. So I do, Madonna. But to read his right wits is to read it this way, therefore consider my princess and listen. Read it, you sirrah. By the Lord, madam, you have wronged me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin authority over me, I still have the use of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter, which led me into the appearance I put on. With it, I do not doubt I can either do myself much justice or bring you much shame. Think of me as you please. I set my duty aside for a moment and speak for my injury. The madly abused Malvolio. Did he write this? Yes, madam. This does not sound much like distraction. See him released, Fabian, and bring him here. Fabian leaves. My lord, if it pleases you, when these matters have been considered further, let me be thought of as your sister as well as your wife. One day shall crown the alliance, if you please, here at my house and at my own expense. Madam, I am very ready to accept your offer. Your master releases you, and for the service you have done him, so much against the nature expected of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. From this time on, you shall be your master's mistress. A sister? You or she? Fabian and Malvolio enter. Is this the madman? Yes, my lord, this is he. How now, Malvolio? Madam, you have done me wrong, notorious wrong. Have I, Malvolio? No. Lady, you have. Please examine that letter. You must not now deny that it is your handwriting. Deny it if you can in hand or phrase, or say it is not your seal, not your invention. You can say none of this. Very well, admit it then, and tell me in honest modesty why you gave me such clear signs of favor, told me to come smiling and cross, gartered to you, to wear yellow stockings, and to frown on Sir Toby and the lesser people. And when I did this in obedient hope, why did you allow me to be imprisoned, kept in a dark room, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious fool and gull that ever a trick played upon? Tell me why. Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I admit the hand looks very like it. But without question, it is Maria's hand. And now I think of it, she was the first who told me you were mad, then you came in smiling and in exactly the manner the letter had prescribed for you. Please be content. This trick has been very sharply played upon you. But when we know the grounds and authors of it, you shall be both the plaintiff and the judge of your own cause. Good madam, hear me. Let no quarrel or brawl that may follow spoil the spirit of this present hour, which has filled me with wonder. Hoping it will not, I confess freely, Toby and I set this trick against Malvolio here, because of certain stubborn and discourteous qualities we had noticed in him. Maria wrote the letter at Sir Toby's urgent request, and in reward for it he has married her. The whole affair was carried on with playful malice, and may better stir laughter than revenge, if the injuries that passed on both sides are weighed fairly. Alas, poor fool, how they have made sport of you! Why, some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrust upon them. I played a part too, sir, in this little entertainment, one Sir Topas, sir, though that is all one. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad. Do you remember? Madam, why do you laugh at such an empty rascal? If you do not smile, he is gagged. And so the spinning wheel of time brings round its revenges. I will have revenge on the whole pack of you. Malvolio exits. He has been most shamefully abused. Follow him and persuade him to make peace. He has not yet told us about the captain. When that is known, and favourable time permits, a solemn union shall be made between our dear souls. Meanwhile, sweet sister, we will not leave this place. Cesario come. That is what you shall be called while you are still dressed as a man, but when you are seen in other clothing, you shall be Orsino's mistress and the queen of his love. All exit. Clown sings. When I was a very little boy, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, a foolish thing was only a trifle, for the rain rains every day. But when I came to man's estate, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, men shut their gates against rogues and thieves, for the rain rains every day. But when I came, alas, to marry, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, I could never prosper by swaggering, for the rain rains every day. But when I came to my bed, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, drunkards still had drunken heads, for the rain rains every day. A long time ago the world began, with hey, ho, the wind and the rain, but no matter, our play is done, and we will try to please you every day. Clown exits.
And their 12th night ends with two pairs of lovers, a shipwreck redeemed, and a comedy as close to perfect as the form allows. And yet it does not end in unmixed joy. There is the wronged Malvolio swearing revenge, and Fest's haunting last song reminding us that the rain it raineth every day. That is the magic of this play. It knows that the sweetest laughter has a thread of sadness running through it. Thank you for sitting with the whole of Twelfth Night. Mind the footnotes, and beware the folly.